Hi, my name is G'day Bloom, and I am a husband, father, activist, and entrepreneur, I think in that order. Born in the USA, I am now living, building, and planting new roots here in Judea and Samaria. What I found out is that not everybody believes that me, a Jew, has the right to live here. I know you're thinking it's crazy, right? A Jew can't live in Judea? I moved to Israel to reconnect with the land, our history, and to build for the future. So not sure if you know this or not, but there's not only people who just don't believe that we should be here, but they want to punish us for being here. So call me naive, but I never actually thought that living in a place with such deep Jewish connections could be so controversial. I actually thought that this would be a reason to celebrate, to actually live and build in a place with such a history and to rebuild something that no one's ever done before. This is like a modern day project that the world has never seen. So when the boycott, divestment, and sanction movement, or otherwise known as BDS, had become a force, I just couldn't sit back and do nothing about it. So for the last 9 years, I've kind of been doing the work of BDS. I've been listing thousands of businesses that they're targeting and promoting them online for public consumption. I know you're asking, like, why would you ever do this? The reason is because we are not afraid of the BDS movement. We know who they are. They are a banner. They're a call to action for all the anti-Semites in the world, which still make up a small minority of people in the world. What they do have is a call to action. What the people who support Judea and Samaria, we don't have a call to action. And so what we're doing is we are creating this call to action by publicizing the thousands of businesses and giving them access so they could support and they could fulfill the dream of building Judea and Samaria through everyday activities. So Dapei Gatom, or otherwise known as the Orange Pages, is our online platform which promotes more than 3,000 businesses within Judea and Samaria. So this list is our call to action, to support the businesses through everyday purchases. Small businesses are responsible for generating about 65% of jobs. Now that's a huge number. And that's the lifeline to any community, which is probably the reason why the BDS movement is targeting them in the first place. There's many ways that people are fighting BDS. There's organizations, there's legislators, they're trying to shut them down, which is great. But from a liberal Western society, shutting down free speech is somewhat problematic and not so sustainable. The way to really beat BDS is to just build the economy so strong that any call to boycotts is just inconsequential and irrelevant. So here we are, we build this call to action. We have 3,000 businesses that we're promoting online and for the public, and there is just so much more we could do. This project is taking some really large steps right now. We are upgrading our technology and with new enhancements and new features, but most importantly, I think that our marketing is focused on telling the story of these modern day pioneers who are not only taking a risk as a small business owner, as all small businesses have risk, but to be in such a political situation that the risk has compounded them. And I think that these are people who are such heroes that we need to tell their story. Just recently, this rabid anti-Semite American activist, Linda Sorsor, came out publicly and told the people not to humanize Israelis. Now, this is exactly the problem. We need to make sure that not only are we promoting business, but we are promoting the life of the people and the pioneering spirit and the reason why we're here and the reason what they're doing is important. And I think that's really the emotional pull about what we're doing here, because we are not trying to necessarily humanize these people. We want to superhumanize these people because that's who they are. They are superhuman. We need to come together and put on comfortable shoes because it's going to be a long journey, but the journey has already begun. So now is the time to take what is right now, what we've already created, and actualize it into what it can be. It would be amazing if we could look back after 20 years and say, I can't believe what we've accomplished with our own hands. And it's not only accomplishing what we're looking to do in building Judea and Samaria, but showing other people that if they want to stand up and do something and they believe in it, and they have patience, and they have partners, they can do anything. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to create a legacy on the ground, not just against BDS, but to build Judea and Samaria. But on top of that, I want to be an inspiration to other people, from strangers to my children to my grandchildren.